1970s, Watergate, women's rights, and Vietnam. Tumultuous times catapult Gerald R. Ford and his wife Betty into the White House. He was plain-spoken, she was outspoken.
It is impossible to overestimate the impact that Betty Ford had on the office of First Lady. She changes everything about the role of the First Lady.
There are thousands of women who are alive right now and in recovery that wouldn't be there if Mrs. Ford hadn't gone public.
This is her story.
This program was made possible by the Annenberg Foundation, Fry Foundation, the John P. McGovern Foundation, the Nokomis Foundation, the Albert and Ethel Herstein Charitable Foundation, Joyce and Donald Rumsfeld Foundation, LCH Hillman Foundation, Seidman Family Foundation, and these others.
In Betty Ford's brief and unexpected reign as First Lady, she broke the mold. She was a pro-choice Republican who became the first First Lady to take on a feminist agenda, and one of the few to differ publicly with her husband.
I really have always been probably what you might say is outspoken, sometimes to the detriment of my husband's role as president.
Her ability to be open and honest about her battles with breast cancer and drug and alcohol abuse saved millions. It was an incredible and sometimes painful journey. She was born Elizabeth Ann Bloomer on April 8, 1918. Her two brothers, Bill and Bob, who were 5 and 8 years her senior, called her Betty. They grew up in a fashionable section of Grand Rapids, Michigan, a small Midwestern city.
It was the epitome of middle-class America.
Betty's mother, Hortense Neer Bloomer, was from a wealthy family. She was also a perfectionist, whose standards Betty always tried to live up to. Betty's father, Bill Bloomer, worked as a traveling salesman selling conveyor belts.
It wasn't a privileged upbringing, but it was a comfortable upbringing. Because of her father's success in sales, they were able to avoid being hurt very badly by the Great Depression.
But that success meant Betty's father was rarely home.
My mother was a very independent woman because she had to be. She had been very much a role model in my life because my father was gone a lot.
The influence of two older brothers and a strong mother fortified Betty Bloomer's already independent nature.
She spoke right out. You always knew how you stood and what she wanted. She wasn't a mamby-pamby, pretty little dancing doll. She was very much a solid character.
A solid character that became comfortable performing at an early age. At age 8, Betty Bloomer danced with the Calatrava Dance Troupe in their spring recitals and continued dancing through high school.
I became very interested in my dancing school, and I spent a lot of time with that because I enjoyed it so much. I kind of fell in love with dance.